YouTube, what is up? It's Quebeamz, and it's been a long time, but we back here with another barber tutorial. If you're new here, welcome to the channel, and if you've been around for the ride, welcome back. I'm just gonna be doing a low taper fade. Y'all can see how my boy was looking before, and this is how the after is gonna turn out. Stick around with me to see how I did this low taper fade on my client with dreads. So when it comes to working with clients with locks or dreads or any type of protective style, the first thing you want to do is comb the hair out in whatever the taper is. This client has an overgrown taper, so you got to do some combing and brushing, and this is a vital point. You want to make sure you don't take off too much hair from the locks, so it is important to get that separation. This step is also important because you're learning the patterns of the way the hair grows. It's a cheat code to know the way the pattern of the hair grows because that's which way you're going to cut it. So first, right on here, I got my one guard all the way closed, and I'm going with the grain in the direction that the hair grows. So when you're brushing, you're finding out the direction that the hair is growing in, and now you're going to knock it down with that same pattern. But look out though. Notice how I don't go too far up into the dreads and take out unnecessary hair that I don't have to. That's important. You're going to have a lot of clients that don't come back if you start to take out too much hair and cut off hair from their dreads. So that's why that first step is important. You want to make sure that separation line is good and that you're not taking off too much hair. So for my next step in this tutorial, I'm going to set my ball line in with my Babless Pro trimmers. Then I'm going in right underneath it with my Babless to hit that line that I just put in so it can be easier to take out with my clipper. Next, I'm going in with my wall seniors, lever all the way open, going up a little over a ½ inch. For this next step, I'm closing up my wall seniors all the way, and I'm hitting it right at the bottom of where I just put that line in. Not going too high. Now I have my lever halfway through, and I'm going right in between where I just put that last line in, and I'm not fading up to the top point where I already did. After you do that, you have your first line taken out. For my next step, I have my one guard all the way open, and I'm just getting nice flicks almost all the way to the top, but not quite there. Brushing your client's hair in between is a key. Now I have my one guard all the way closed, and I don't flick up as high as I just went, but I'm flicking up right at the bottom of that. I noticed some bulky areas at the top where I could have knocked down more with my one guard closed, so I end up doing that, but I'm going right back to the bottom and I'm flicking at it right again, right where I was at, not going too high. You have your second line out, and now I got my half guard and I'm having it all the way open. Now this is like the magic eraser. You're going to see me just doing a lot of flicking with this. Flicking and brushing and seeing how it looks. Don't go up as high as you went with your one guard, but you're going to go up and flick. I got it closed all the way up, and now I'm magic erasing the bottom of that line. I'm just flicking the bottom of that line out with the corners of my teeth. Notice how that line starts to disappear. Now you're going to have areas where your guard just cannot get it, so you have to detail. And this is what I'm doing here, is just detailing. I'm using my lever all the way open, and the points of my clipper teeth, I'm just detailing there. And do what you're comfortable with. I'm doing this because I've been barbering for about 6 or 7 years now. That was not a pun intended. But I've been barbering for a minute, and I'm comfortable. That side taper is looking all blurry, and we're going to move over to the back. And it's the same steps. I'm going in and I'm putting my ball line in first, straight across the bottom. And I'm going up with my Babless and hitting that same line so it can be soft and easy to come out. Very easy. Now we're going to go in with my seniors with the lever all the way open. Like I said, on the side taper, we going up just a little over a ½ inch. Keep that line consistent all the way across. And then I'm putting my lever halfway and I'm taking that line out. I didn't even have to go to my lever all the way closed because that line was so easy to come out. Same thing on the back. We are brushing the hairs and keeping them in place so I don't take out too much of his hairs. But one guard open, I'm going up and I'm flicking that line out that I see. Very faint, but it's there. And I close it up and I'm going right at the bottom. Don't go as high as you went the first time. Now I got my half guard all the way open, and like I said, magic eraser. We just flicking. I set the half guard halfway, more flicking, And now I got it closed all the way up to make that magic eraser effect pop and this fade is blurry. I'm walking through. We're going to do that same thing on the other side. We go ball line, hit that line from the bottom, and then I'm going in with my wall seniors, lever all the way open, about a little over a half an inch, closing it up at the bottom, and then halfway close to take that line out. I didn't add captions on this side because I thought that you guys would get the picture, but let me know if it will be helpful to have them. One guard all the way open, and I'm flicking out, not going to the top, but just flicking and brushing. Now I got it closed up right at the bottom and doing some more of knocking down the taper area because it was a bit bulky. You'll probably have to do that. But using my one guard and making sure this fade is looking really good, and I'm hitting right at the bottom of it once I got it closed, right at the bottom. You'll see me playing with the lever just a little bit, but this is helping making the fade look really blurry. Now I have my half guard. I have it all the way open and magic eraser. A lot of corners, a lot of mini flicks. Got it all the way closed right there. Got it all the way open back up. Just playing with the lever a little bit. I just wanted y'all to see me in fast motion, so getting this thing done really quick. You'll be able to get here soon, just with repetition, practice. Just keep going and doing the basic simple things, and eventually it's light work. You see me do that raking method right there. That is a method I use to detail. I also use other guards to detail. I got my one guard on right now for areas that I seen that were a bit bulky. And yeah, man, that's how you get that fade out there. This lineup is a lineup I've been doing for a long time. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to prep the hair with some hold spray. And then I'm going to blow dry it with my heat on cool. It's on a cool setting. I'm blow drying it and I'm brushing the hairs down, laying it into place. You want to blow dry the hair until it is dry, and you can almost start to see an ash start to build up on the client's head in that area. So for my lineups, I like to go left to right like you drawing a straight line. The key on lineups is you want to find a straight line that meets on their forehead straight across, and you kind of just carve it in with the edge of your clipper. If you're new to barbering, try not to scrape almost, but it's almost like you're taking a knife and you're cutting some dough or some Play-Doh. That's what I try to explain it as. And we going from left to right across his head. When I get to the corners, I don't go too far in because I'm not trying to dig in too much. But now I'm at the C-cups. I go straight to the C-cups after, and it's like a semicircle motion that I use. It's pretty awkward. It's an awkward motion, but try to mimic that motion right there. I found that to be the best way to make a C-cup. You start at the bottom and you make a semicircle arch type of movement. For here, after I make my C-cups, I go in and I do my vertical bars. I'm sorry for this angle right here. It is very bad, but you get to see it better on the other side. But I make my vertical bar next. And you get to see the C-cup better on this side too. So first connection, bottom connection, and I semicircle and I make those 2 points meet. And this is what's worked the best for me. It helps me get a sharp, natural lineup. Look at that crisp, man. It just works really well. And I go in and I do my vertical bars after that. Now, after I do my vertical bars, I'm now making those corners look good. So I'm tapping those corners that I didn't completely dig into when I was going left to right, and I'm just making them look good now. Just make them look good. Don't go too much. They don't have to be perfect. As long as your client likes what you got going on. One thing I like to do is ask my client, hey, how do you like your lineup? Would you like a sharper lineup, or would you like a more softer, natural lineup? And most people are going to say sharper, but it's good to ask them anyway. So right now we doing that back lineup. A lot of like awkward motions for this also is what I found the best to help make the lineup look as sharp as possible. It's like that semicircle motion once again, and you just moving the ears, you're bending the ears, and you can't be afraid to touch your client and move them around that way. Pause. It just helps out a lot. Yeah, man. Doing that same thing on this side. Take your client's ear, you fold it down. Don't be afraid to get in there. And also, guys, just another pro tip: don't be afraid to fail, man, because I wouldn't be the half of the barber that I was without failing and getting out there and learning, man. Just get out there and get some experience. Get pictures of your work. This is one of the only fields where you're able to see your progress. So get out there and get some progress, get some experience out there, and just keep watching YouTube videos because it helps a ton. Now I'm adding some color enhancements on my client per request. As you guys can see, he didn't need the enhancements at all, but he wanted some. That is a Tune 45 enhancement card with Kiss touch-up spray. Color enhancements is red by Kiss. And I'm just going right across his lineup. I do not recommend color enhancements on work that is not the best. Unless your client really requests it, yeah, just don't go on and give out any one color enhancements. But now I'm using my straight razor on my client's lineup, and I'm making it just look more sharp. And you guys will get to see this after, and it's looking really good. My client was extremely happy. I've been cutting him for about 5 years now, and he continues to come back. But this is the finished product. This is how it turned out. Guys, leave a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. Peace.